Got an LP. I think I got an LP. I came up the stair and out of the first floor of the barracks. I followed a straight hallway dotted with windows. The cold night air stung against my skin after being indoors. To remain inconspicuous, I walked down the hall confidently. Since I'm dressed as a guard, it would be very suspicious to be sneaking around. With my current equipment, I can handle 2 or 3 at the most in a fight. But if they figure out what's going on the number of soldiers is bound to increase. I need to find my equipment soon, somehow. The hallway soon divides in 2 directions, to the right and straight ahead. I carefully inspect both paths. I can hear footsteps coming from the path straight ahead. They stop to catch their breath, or so I assume, but it sounds like they're wearing something heavy cause their pace was off. What should I do? Okay, this is gonna give me secret, and this is gonna give me LP. Since we got 1 LP, I'm going to hide the pillar and wait for them to pass. Get a secret. The only thing back where I came from is the dungeon. It's unlikely they've been carrying anything that heavy there. Rather than confront them here, I should just let them pass me. I'll hold my breath, concealing my presence.
Hey, keep it balanced. It's getting way too heavy on the side.
Yeah, I hear you. Geez, what couldn't they have us move this during the day?
There's nothing we can do about it. They changed the menu for tomorrow. Apparently we're celebrating something.
By any chance, could that celebration for my execution? Irritated by the talk, I quietly waited for them to pass.
Hey, this thing full of potatoes, right? I don't want to have to lock this back if we got the wrong stuff.
Actually, I'm not entirely sure.
Just as they were able to pass by, the pair stood up right in front of me and let down their burden. Give me a break. They may not be looking for me, but all it would take is one glance over here and they'd see me. I held my brain and watched the 2 soldiers intently.
Well, would you look at that? Potatoes after all.
Oops! Drop him!
Give me a break! The potatoes come rolling and stopped right at my feet. Of course they did. In preparation to confront the soldier who would come to pick them up, I placed my hand on the sword.
Whatever. Leave them for the rats. Come on, let's get this over with.
I guess it can't be helped.
Damn, that was close. Well, what now? If I follow the soldier down the right path, I come to the kitchen. If I go straight from where their soldier had come, I'll come outside. So where should I go? Okay, I tried to have as many options as I could. The first... Here, head down the alleyway on the right. I want to get the commander rooms. Heading straight through the barrack is definitely the shortest route. Taking care to ensure that the soldier had gone on ahead, I proceed with the utmost caution. I proceed down the cold hallway. I peered into the door on the right-hand side that was slightly open. I quietly slipped inside after taking a moment to first confirm there was no one inside. Tables and chairs were lined up in an orderly fashion. There was also a faint smell of food. This is the mess hall, complete with the kitchen in the back. Seems as though my jailbreak hasn't been found out yet, and being forced to miss out on dinner like I was has left me feeling hungry. Well, what should I do? Forage for food. Leave the place quickly. I'm going forage for food. Right. I may end up having to fight myself out of this one. Fortifying myself with something to eat first isn't a bad idea. There wasn't anyone in the kitchen, but the coals in the cooking stove remained slightly stoked. Placing some more wood on the fire, I paused to warm my freezing hand and gave the room a quick once-over. On closer inspection, it seemed as though preparation for breakfast were already underway, with the ingredient laid out on the kitchen counter. Don't mind if I do. Some potatoes has rolled out from a sack placed haphazardly on the floor. I kicked them away as I began searching for something to eat. Let's see, some half-cooked soup and beans. Alright, ham. This is... Oh, could the exquisite fragrance on this herb possibly be? Hello, is somebody there? Maybe it was a mouse. Crap! Mouthful of ham, I dashed underneath the counter and strained my eyes on the entrance. Ah, the potatoes! Oh, how annoying! Even though it was in the middle of the night, the neatly dressed cookie lady started putting the potatoes back. I can't believe they pulled a sudden switch on me like this. Telling me to change the menu for tomorrow, even though I already had it all laid out and ready. Leave at once, look for some more food. Okay, I'm going to leave at once. The way things are, I kind of doubt I'll be able to get it without being noticed. Paying close attention to the cooking lady's movement, I crept along the back of the kitchen counter. Just one more bite. With a heavy heart, I parted with the ham. Soaking in the fire, the cooking lady brought a chair closer and sat down, basking in the warmth from the hearth. Honestly, I don't get what that idiot bot is trying to accomplish, setting up celebration for the occasion of a fellow god like that. Execution. Man, she's really letting it all out. Doesn't seem like I'll be able to get anything done here. There are two exits. There's a door in the back of the kitchen. There's also the door that leads back to the dining room. And to top it off, with one person taking the morning off tomorrow, I'm going to have to do it all on my own. I don't get what you're going on about, but please, don't look this way. Her and I get along just fine, but I can't afford to be seeing anyone who knows me. I quietly crept toward the exit. The night is growing short. The sun would rise quickly if I waste time to stop and eat here. Better get on with it. Yeah, which way should I go? I don't know. Live through the draining room, go outside the kitchen door. It's the same. Let's see. I went up to the second floor, and after a quick turn, found myself in a corridor lined with countless doors. These were the soldier private rooms. Most would be asleep right now, but more than a few rooms show me no signs of life at all. Probably the rooms off on a duty soldier. Well then, I can't miss this chance. I might find some tools I could use to get out of the next spot I land in. I immediately went about deciding on which room to sneak into. Well, it'd have to be one of these three. 105, 109, 116. Yeah, I mess up. Okay, I mess up the choices. I forgot. Yeah, let's do this. However, as I tried to open the door, I could hardly believe what happened. The door suddenly opened from the other side. Impossible. It hadn't seemed like there had been anyone there at all.
What? Is it already time for my shift change?
That's... Sorry, it seemed I got the wrong room.
Hey, get a hold of yourself. People will think something wrong with you.
Sorry, take it easy, man.
Yeah, you too. See you.
Seriously, this is bad for my heart. I decide to give up on my shirt and just keep moving ahead. Arrive at the entrance to the infirmary. Making every effort to remain quiet, I carefully opened the door and taking a quick peek within slip inside. The combination of George's furniture and clean white sheets gave the room a very complete uniform look. Pot of old size lined the cell filled with dried foods and various medicine, the most peculiar smell of which made my nose tinkle. The back of the room was partitioned off with a curtain. That's probably where the beds for patients are. What are you doing here this late at night? Who's there?
Don't be so loud, you fool. Where do you think you are? What are you trying to do, sneaking around like that?
Well, no, that's... Maybe it's just fatigue getting to me, but I'm not doing so well. I'm honestly not doing well at all here. I hadn't gotten a single hint for the doctor being here. I wonder what would have happened if he were a soldier instead.
Young people this day, drink some alcohol and go to bed. Or would you prefer to keep me company?
A bottle of wine was standing on the examination table behind him. Hey now, what kind of medical examination requires that? I'm dead tired.
I see. What a bore. After drinking this, I'm going back to my room and hitting the sack.
I couldn't help but wonder who was resting up in the back but decided to let it go. With nothing left to do, I thanked the doctor for his time and withdrew further into the room. I considered going up to bed and drawing the curtain but decided against it. Yeah, I'll do that. Please, excuse me. Uttering an evasive reply, I went to leave the infirmary, but...
Yes. Don't screw up and get yourself caught. I can't cure the dead.
So you did know. Please, don't mess with me like that.
Isn't it obvious that the doctor will have to observe an execution? But I feel like seeing your dying face is something I could actually lose sleep over. Now, hurry up and go.
Yeah, he keeps safe too. After I got out of the infirmary, I proceeded straight down the corridor. It wasn't long before I arrived at a pair of heavy double doors at the end of the hall. Hung above the massive door was a decorated plate with Commander Chambers etched on it. So, this time it's finally come. Despite thinking that caution was probably not necessary, I'll slowly turn the doorknob. Quietly opening the door, the first thing I saw was an empty bottle on the floor. My gaze was then drawn to a nearby sofa, upon which I was amazed to see a man sleeping. So this is Barge, sleeping so soundly. Well, we can't have that. Hey! Wake up!
Hmm? You! Yeah! What the hell is this?
As Bart recognized the person standing in front of him. He tried to stand up but was distraught to find that his hand had been bound behind his back. I placed the tip of my sword against his throat. I have to ask you to be quiet, Mr. Barge. It's quite late after all.
Damn it! You bastard! How did...
There seemed to have been a steep decline in the quality of the gods since you were put in charge here.
Shut up!
You can't stop with the bravado.
You little... Why are you even here?
I'd like you to tell me where you stashed my equipment and sword. I had assumed they'd be here, but it looks like my guess was off the mark.
Like I know that.
Huh? I grazed Barge's left ear with the tip of my blade. giving his hair a slight trim in the process.
Eek! Wait. Just remember, your equipment is in the warehouse. It's behind the barracks. Honestly, I was just doing what I was told.
You don't need to tell me that. At the very least, it's obvious that someone like you couldn't have been behind all of this. Locking the door from the inside, I went out the window and jumped down into the courtyard and ran toward the warehouse in the darkness. I waste too much time making my way here, and night will soon give way to dawn. I need to recover my equipment and escape as fast as I can. Moving deeper into the warehouse, I came across a crate where my equipment had been laid out. Alright, I just quickly changed clothes and then make my escape. I was getting tired of waiting, boy. What?
You should took the long way around. Perhaps you had tearful farewell with some woman?
Wang. This is Wang, skilled member of the guard, master of martial art, and a truly unpleasant man. But I took all the veteran had been sent away with Captain Bandam. What the hell are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be out on some secret mission?
With everyone out on such important mission, who's going to stick around to look after the fort? Not to mention we got this new incompetent hack running things around here now. But still, even if I'm only one man, the defense on this fort will be perfect.
Huh, so that's your story. Are you sure you weren't left behind because you're a lazy drunkard?
Boy, you better watch your mouth. Unless you're planning to get yourself killed before ever seeing another sunrise.
I'm not really planning to get myself killed after either.
Oh, what a funny thing to say. Boy, do you think you'll be able to get past me?
I guess I was more just hoping that you let me off easy and look the other way.
Unfortunately, I'm a dutiful man. I follow my orders to the letter.
Well, I guess it can't be helped then.
Yeah, it's unavoidable. Oh, I see you've managed to police your skill this past 6 months. You've grown. I'm happy for you.
Tch! Don't act like you're my mentor or something.
Sorry, but no disciple of mine would ever show such poor forms. But now, this is interesting.
Damn it! I've got my hands full just avoiding his punches, but this damn guy looks like he's having the time of his life.
Hey, you're not going to beat me just by dodging me.
As I saw, you had been reckless of me to try and go hand to hand with this guy. Then I suppose I have no other option but to swallow my pride and use a weapon. Alright. This Grasserfall's back from my life. Yes. I managed mess up. Was his mess up maybe, or I am the one who messed up. Oh, it's not mess up. It should be. I'm going to use Grosser Floss. There's no choice anymore but to go all out. Preparing to use my killing move, I looked towards where my equipment was placed.
Hey, don't look away!
Perhaps Wang had managed to anticipate my next move, as when I had tried to make for my equipment, he immediately swooped in to block my passage.
You can have those as a reward if you beat me.
I guess it won't be that easy. Then my next move will have to be... Say, I don't suppose I could convince you to forget all about this.
That'd be a pretty sweet deal for you.
I hadn't really expected him to be taken in that easily, but I figured I might have a chance if I could just catch him off guard. Or so I had hoped, but it seemed to be futile.
How about I let you use the sword you already have? If you need a handicap, that is.
Shut up! I can't still...
Oh, trying to bluff?
To be honest, I'm quickly losing ground here. That said, however, it's not like I can just take off without my equipment.
Well then, I'm grown tired of this, so maybe it's time to get serious.
If you're tired, it'd be nice if you just call it quits.
It would be, but unlikely. Hey Ness, what are you going to do once you get away from the gods?
Do I really need to say it?
Is it something that must be done?
Yeah, right now.
That's good then. I came here after being chased out of my homeland. What's more, I'll never be able to go back. There is, however, something I think about from time to time. What is it exactly that I meant to do it in this land? Should I have remained back in the old country, accomplish something of worth and die there instead?
What are you getting at?
In short, I'm someone whose life already over. The defense force is full of people like that. People who are lost and have nowhere to return to. But you have somewhere you need to go, something you need to do, and a place to return to. Isn't that right?
Perhaps.
That's something to be happy about. Time's up. Huh? Take a look for yourself.
Keeping a careful eyes on Wang, I look in the direction he's indicating, towards the door. The light of dawn had come through the gap.
First thing in the morning, I'm to be relieved from guarding the fort and head into the grassland. It seems my good friend Bosch doesn't enjoy my company very much.
And you're letting me go?
What did I tell you? I followed my orders to the letter.
I'm in your debt.
Being in people depths doesn't seem to fit your image.
I'll rush over to my equipment and inspect it. What's the meaning of this? The blades of my knife has been sharpened, my dart gun had been cleaned and oiled as well as my anchor launcher, and my gunpowder has been replenished. Wang!
Once you get away from the gods, you'll need to be preparedly equipped for your journey to Crystal Valley. Isn't that right, your master Latch?
With that, Wan stuck his hand in his pocket and quietly made it hesitate. I quickly changed clothes and put on my equipment. With this, making my way to the gates of freedom is no longer an impossibility. Is Wang in Suikoden III? I know that there's a Kung Fu master there. Gate of France, but I forgot his name. Is that Wang? Might be. But, yeah. They have been novice, not a single proper god to be found. Now that I regained my equipment and escaped the fort, I walked down the road toward Crystal Valley at leisurely pace. After about an hour, a figure emerged from behind some tree by the side of the road. Look at you, up and it's so early in the morning. Are you here to see me off? I'm sorry, Nas. What for? It's only thanks to you that I've managed to get this far. You don't blame me? What? Nash, why are you always like this? Why do you always try to shoulder a burden all on your own? Someone in the garrison just tried to have you killed. And yet, here you are, strolling along merrily as if nothing happened? That's just how I am. Just how you are? Disappearing into thin air, leaving all the confusion in your wake? That's the reason Julie had to grieve so much. Do you have any idea how much Julie has gone through? How much he suffered since you killed Josh on the night before their wedding? But Josh's still alive. Lena's word evoked memories within me. That day, that night, that moment. It was the day before the wedding between Julie and Judge. I stood at the threshold to the latch house for the first time in a long while. Honestly, I should have had my arms full with celebratory gift for the happy couple. If it wasn't for that one thing. You could say I found out by accident.
Well, I suppose this may have been unavoidable.
Thus, you... I saw Zaz slip a small gun into his palm. And then, Julie opened the door on the other side and came into the room. So yeah, that's how it is. Yes. Lena, I still can't give the reason for that day. I must keep the truth to myself because it was simply to be painful for that girl to be hearing it. Yes. The one thing I'll tell you is, Zaz is still alive. That is the only reason I'm returning to Crystal Valley. With Lena lost for words, I turned my back to her and start walking down the road again. Until this is over, I can't tell anyone the truth. No, perhaps not even then. Okay, nice. I like it. Okay guys, I think that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and see you again on the next episode. Have a nice day.